Hello guys, welcome to the Funnel Mastery Workshop Day 2, and today we'll be looking at the mechanics of sales funnel building. But before we do that, let's look at the recap of day 1. Now in the day 1, we talked about your job as a sales funnel expert, and we mentioned that you need to have a big why for you to succeed, because the bigger your why, the stronger your resilience and the drive. And I'm sure by now you must have written down what your big why is. Okay, then we also look at what sales funnel is, and we use the right analogy to explain what a sales funnel is. And we said that a good sales funnel should attract and not chase clients or customers. And we asked the question, who is a sales funnel expert? And we say it is someone who creates systems that help business owners attract their ideal audience, build desire, and convert them to paying customer and the repeat customers. And we look at why you need to become a sales funnel expert. And we said it is lucrative. Yes, sales funnel is lucrative. And we also mentioned that it will always be a need. Yes, as long as business remaineth on earth, sales funnel expert will always be in need, because businesses rely on sales funnel experts to attract lead and sales into their businesses. And we said again, another reason is because the competition is low. Yes, the competition is very low. In fact, even if you have 1,000 sales funnel experts now, they will all have enough job to go around. Yes, the competition is still very, very low. And the best time to go into any business is the time when the competition is low. And another reason we give is that it is relatively easy to learn. Yes, it is a no code skill. Therefore, it is relatively easy to learn. So you don't need to code. And we also mentioned the potential to scale. And remember that I said you can start up as a freelancer and you grow into becoming an agency just like me, and also a marketing startup. Yes, you can grow to that level. All right. Testimony abound of people that started as freelancers and today they are doing big things in the sales funnels and automation space. Then we also look at businesses that need the services of a sales funnel expert, and we mention realtors, we mention real estatepreneurs, and we mention course creators, coaches, consultants. Now, talking about consultant, doctors, they need it, accountants, they need it, and affiliate marketers, though this is one area I don't really encourage people to work with, because most Nigerian affiliate marketers, they don't really have the kind of funds to put into this, except you as a funnel expert. All right, you want to go into affiliate program. Like personally, I'm affiliating for so many programs, so many products. Yes, I'm running affiliate because I built the system myself, so I'm not paying anybody to. In fact, I'm affiliating for so many products. Yes. Then another people that rely heavily on sales funnel expert, that are ready to drop their money any day, anytime. In fact, some are willing to borrow to fund sales funnels and automation business. Is network marketers, yes, and of course e-commerce. Okay, and we mentioned the job you can take on as a sales funnel expert, and we said you can take up email marketing and automation job, sales funnel strategy and mapping, page design, tech virtual assistant, and the yoga bata bata of them all, which is funnel full stack funnel and automation, which is where Swift Funnel Academy, where will come in, will help you to become a full stack funnel and automation expert. Will teach you everything you need to know and everything you need to grow as well. Okay, so that is the end of day 1 recap. Then today we'll be looking at the 3 critical skills you need for you to succeed as a funnel expert. And this first skill we'll be looking at is analytical skill. So we'll be looking at analytical skill, we'll be looking at design skill, and of course, we'll also be looking at client acquisition skill. Now, this client acquisition skill, we'll be dealing with it thoroughly tomorrow on the live webinar. So today we'll be looking at analytical skill and the design skill. Now, the truth is, if you have a good analytical skill and design skill and you cannot, you don't have clients, then you are going to definitely, go hungry. I used to tell people, if you have skill and you don't have client, that skill will kill you. Yes, the frustration will kill you. So tomorrow we're going to have an in-depth conversation about client acquisition. All right. And it's going to be happening by 8 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday. And I'm sure you don't want to miss it. I'm sure you don't want to miss it. So looking at analytical skill, now this involves conducting a thorough assessment of the client business to understand their current position and identify opportunities where your expertise can deliver meaningful value. That's just what analytical skill is all about. Okay. Now, using the rat analogy that I used to describe sales funnel, what a sales funnel is yesterday. Now, in that rat analogy, we used fish, okay, to set up a trap, which attracted the rat into that system, and it trapped those rats there. Now, that fish in funnel, what we call it is lead magnet. Lead magnet. So now, in the rat analogy, the fish is the lead magnet. Now, it's an educational material that gives clarity. It gives the audience it gives them the understanding of your business. So it becomes easier to convert them to buyer. It's usually free, but you can also be paid. There are some lead magnet that you need to pay, but usually it's a small fee, $1, $2. Okay, that's how it is. So in doing the analytical, in analyzing the client business, the first question you ask is, how can I attract the right audience? How can I attract the right audience? Okay, and the best way to attract the right audience is using lead magnet. Okay, now the next question is, how do I build desire in the audience? How do I build desire in the audience? And for you to build desire, you need content and the follow up. You need content and follow up, because the lead magnet most likely is not going to convert them into buyers. So you need something to build desire in the form of content and follow up. And the more engaging your content is, the more desire you build. And lastly, how do I convert them to buyers? Because that is the ultimate goal of every business owner, sales. All right. So how do I convert them to buyer? You need to make mouth-watering offer. Yes, you need to make offers, and that offer must be mouth-watering. And also, the offer must be urgent. There must be a sense of urgency in that offer, so that they will pay immediately. So they will pay now. You don't give them the room to procrastinate, to say, okay, I'm paying tomorrow. So your offer must come with a deadline. All right. That way they can be able to assess it. Now, let me give you a little illustration about how this thing works. Now, and this illustration will be looking at a client who is a realtor who sells mainly low, end properties in Lagos. All right. Now, you need to analyze the client's business so that you can figure out the right lead magnet that will attract the right kind of audience. Now, imagine you trying to attract a rat with carrot or with cucumber. Definitely, it will attract something else. So you need to ask the right kind of questions. You need to know what the business, You need to ask about their business, the ideal audience, the pricing, so that you will know the demographic, the people that usually patronize them. Thereby, you can be able to create the right kind of lead magnet. Okay. So now for our client here, who is a realtor that sells mainly low end properties in Lagos, who is the ideal audience? Now, the ideal audience will look like an average income earner. Okay, average income earners, young parents, and young working class people, because it is mainly low end properties in Lagos. So these are the kind of people that we go for this kind of investment, because the set audience care more about return on investment. They are more about investing in the future, and also the resale value of what you have in offer. You understand? They don't care about the location. But if it is to be a high end properties, something like in Lekki, something in Ikoyi, Banana Island, definitely it will never be for average income earners. It will have to be for high income earners, the politicians, the musicians, all right? Because and those people, they are not actually looking at return on investment per se. They are looking at where is it location. They are looking at class. All right. The reason why someone will buy a car that can buy like 10 pieces of another car is just for class. Yes. Okay. So the next question you need to ask is, how can I attract the right audience? How can I attract the right audience? Now, a catalog with a list of different low end properties in Lagos, with their title document and potential return on investment, will be an ideal lead magnet for such people. Now, imagine running an ad with, a lead magnet that has a catalog of the list of, let's say, 20, 30, or 50 buildings in Lagos, low end properties in Lagos, with their title, document, and potential return on investment. Such lead magnet will attract this ideal audience. And anyone who sees such an advert and they click on it to download, that person obviously wants to buy, property either immediately or subsequently. Okay. Now, it's not every one of them that is going to purchase immediately. All right. What about those that are like, okay, let me save towards this. Let me gather my money, gather my savings here and there, so that I can buy this kind of property. How do you keep them? How do you build desire so that they don't fall off, the funnel? Now, you need to keep building desire in them. How do you build this desire in the audience? By email content, giving them more information on why they should invest in property in their youth, including case studies. Now, you can give them case studies of someone that bought land in Lekki when a plot of land was sold for 1 million naira, and today a plot of land is sold for, after 5 years or 10 years, the plot of land is sold for like 100% with 100% profit. Now, a good case studies like that can keep them building the desire up, pending when they gather the money to invest in your property. So while building the desire, the next question you need to ask is, how do I convert them? And the best way to convert them is mouth-watering offers. I've said that before. You need a mouth-watering offer. And for this kind of this thing, you can say, okay, buy 5 plots of land, or 5 plot of land and get 1 plot of land free, or buy a plot of land from now till next 2 weeks and get 2 bags of rice, or buy 4 plots of land and get 1 cow. Just anything mouth-watering offer will do the magic. And I can tell you, most of the times, these offers, the money that you are even giving out to them, or the item you are giving out to them as as a freebie, it's also factored into your pricing. And that is just how it is with offers. So the analysis makes sense, right? Yes, it does. It makes sense. So these things, the client don't even know them. They don't know these things I'm explaining to you now. They don't know them. And in Swift Digital Academy, we go in depth on how you can analyze a client business so you can attract the ideal audience, build desire, and convert them to buyers. We are just scratching the surface here. Okay, you see, I'm just rushing it because of time. You're just scratching the surface, but we'll give you an in-depth knowledge of how to run this analysis. Okay, so for this kind of client, we'll just set up a simple funnel, something that looks like this. Okay, now the advert will bring them. This is a simple funnel. Now your ad send people to the landing page. Now you can see the landing page. It will bring them here, and while they are here, they actually want to. The lead magnet is the catalog that contains let's say 30 list or 50 lists of properties in Lagos below 5 million with a high return on investment in the next 5 years. Now, when they see such lead magnets, all right, they want to download it. And anybody that wants to download is actually someone that have the intention of buying land now or in the nearest future. So it brings them to the landing page, and for them to download that catalog, they need to give you their name and email address. And once they drop their name and email address, the email automation sets in. The email marketing sequence set in on autopilot. You don't even need to write their name or email down, and it will start sending them messages that will build desire on autopilot. So they come to the landing page, and it will take them. The flow of the funnel will take them to the thank you page, where you be like, okay, thank you for joining, thank you for downloading our catalog, and then you take them to the page where they download the lead magnet, which is the lead magnet delivery. And all these things are on autopilot. You don't even have to click, you don't even have to do anything after you are done setting up your funnels for this. So while the desire, comes while you keep sending them messages, then the conversion is now in the offer you give. You give offer to make them pay now. There are other kinds of funnel setup, and we will discuss them extensively in the Swift Funnel Academy. This is just a simple funnel setup. There are so many other kind of funnels that we can discuss here right now. So right now we'll be looking at strategically aligning your project. Okay, strategically aligning your project. Now let us again use the realtor again as a case study. Now, for a simple funnel setup like this that has the landing page, the thank you page, and the lead magnet delivery page, just three-step funnel, and the email setup. Now, the standard offer could be something in the region of $300 to $700, as the case may be, just to build the funnel and email setup. The standard offer can be $300 to $700. Now, for this same client, after giving him this standard offer, your complimentary offer can be something like, okay, you writing the copies, you running ad, all the graphics for the ad creatives, and all the rest of them. Now you can stack those ones up again and offer it to them as a complimentary offer. Now, even if you don't have the skills to do, of a copywriter, you can also outsource. If you don't know how to run ads, you can equally outsource. And being somebody in the field, you can have someone that does your art creative, let's say for 50K, and you tell the person the art creative is 100,000. You're putting your own markup on it, and that is also an avenue to make your own money. But if you can do all of them, wonderful. Then if you have an agency like us, where we have our graphics guys, we have those that are in charge of running meta ads, those that are in charge of running Google ads, those that build pages, those that draft this. Now, if you have an agency like that, you can collect all this job and then you distribute it to your guys and they will do it. Now, even if you can't do all these things, you outsource. And that's the good part of it. And in our academy, we teach you everything from email marketing to Facebook ad, Instagram ad, everything you need to be a full stack funnel expert is what we teach you in our funnel academy. So let's look at designing your funnel, your sales funnels. Let's look at designing your funnel. Now, I can tell you this is by far not the most important aspect. Mapping out the flows and analyzing the client business, and again, client acquisition are the most important aspect of this business. All right. Um, in fact, what gave birth to our academy is me looking for people to give out the designing job. Yes, at the time I was doing the designing job, doing virtually all the aspect of this business. I was doing it alone, but with time, I started giving out graphics. I started giving out meta ads. I started giving out, you know, because I want to give it out to people that will do it like me. Because most of the times I will still be the one to tell, oh, do it like this. In fact, I will give out a job to somebody and I will still do 50% of it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to set an academy where I will teach people my way of doing these things, my idea of doing this thing. Okay, open up my own, creative thinking to them so that they see this thing from my own lens. And when they do that, I can be able to outsource job to them. We are already working on a job directory, and that job directory is strictly going to be people that pass through Swift Funnel Academy. Now, my marketing agency is bringing the job, and we outsource it to them, and it's going to be by bidding. Let's say I have 10 guys that or 20 guys that are doing page design, and I have a job. Let's say I have 10 jobs or 8 jobs or 5 jobs, as the case may be at the time. I will publish those jobs and they will be, this person will be like, okay, oh, this is a 2-step funnel or this is a 1-step funnel. I'm doing it for $200. I'm doing it for $400. This person say I can do it for $300. Now you bid and you give me, this is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to do it. Just the way people bid for contract. And at the end of the day, the winner takes it. All right. That's what my job directory is all about. And it is strictly for people that pass through the Swift Funnel Academy. Now let's look at the tools needed to build funnels. Tools needed to build funnels. Now, I can also tell you again, the tools is not the most important because if you learn one, you can easily use the other. The most important thing, I will keep saying it, is you being able to mapping out the funnels, the strategy, the flows, and the client acquisition. Now, if you have an understanding of one of the tools, you can also use any of them also to build. Now, for me, I use Thrive Suit. Now, Thrive Suit go for $499 per year. But for those in the Swift Digital Funnel Academy, I showed them how they get this Thrive Suit for $20. Yes, the original license. Yes, for $20, and it's amazing. All right. You also have Elementor. I use Elementor, the free version of Elementor, sparingly. And Elementor, you have the free one, and you have the one of $399 per year. And then system.io system has free, and they have a package of $97 per month. Then you have Profit Builder. I've not used Profit Builder. You have ClickFunnels. ClickFunnel is their cheapest package is $97, and it ranges up to $297 per month. And then Go High Level, and so many others. Now, Go High Level is $97 to $297 per month. Now, sometimes client comes and they'll be like, I want you to use Go High Level to do the funnels for me because that's what they heard or what they know. But when you explain to them that, okay, in this package, you are going to be paying $97 or $297, depending on what you want to do for them every month. But you have a system that they will just need to pay $499 for a year. And when they do the math, they will prefer you doing it with Thrive Suite. And I can also tell you from experience, clients don't even want to know the tools you are using. In fact, the discussion about the tools comes in when you give them your price, because of the price. They will be like, oh, your price is expensive, Mr. Uche, I mean, can't you do something lesser? Now when you now give them the link to the website of Thrive Suite and they are seeing that the tools you are using is costing $499, they go cold. And again, don't forget, I'm going to show you how to get this Thrive Suite for just $20, not just for a year, for a life license. And this is original, renewable, original, updatable license. So I use Strive Suite, I use Elementor, the free version. I use Cat Flows, and Cat Flows Pro is $99. Okay, Cat Flow is $99, and in the Swift Digital Academy, Swift Funnel Academy, we give you the link to get it for just $20 for a year. Okay, and that brings us to the end of day two. And please, guys, if you have received value for this day on this day two training, please go to our WhatsApp group. Go to our WhatsApp group and drop your reaction, drop your comment there. Your reaction and the comment is highly, highly, highly valued. Okay, just go there and drop your comment. Go there and drop your reaction and your questions as well. I will be there live to take questions. Okay. Now, so many people are sending me DM. So many people are, asking me questions on DM. Please, 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 so that I can be, others will, enjoy, others will share in the knowledge of the question you are asking. So just go there and drop your questions and your reactions. Then watch out for day three. Okay, and day three will be looking at transforming your skill into a profitable business venture. Yes, that's what we'll be looking at day three. How we get clients in our business, how to deliver a project without raising a finger, the two important ways to classify your client so you are clear about where and how to find them, plus more, plus more, plus more. Now, day three promises to be an explosive encounter. It is tomorrow, Sunday, by 8 p.m. and it is live. So the link will be sent to you via email and on the WhatsApp platform. So please make it a date with us, and peace out.